Hi everybody, welcome to Fast Homebrew. I'm making Pilsner again. It's the third time for a brew in a bag Pilsner, and this time I'm paying a little bit more attention to detail with a couple of things, like the water, for example, and also I'm doing a stepped mash. So what that means is I'll be heating up during the mash. Therefore, I drop this little guy in to protect the bag from the element when the element comes on, so you won't end up with the burnt bum. Right, so we're adding the malt now. I've got 93% Pilsner malt, 5% carapils, and 2% acidulated malt. The acidulated malt is supposed to affect the pH of the mash and should soften the water slightly, I believe, and therefore make the whole thing a little bit more Pilsnery. So, it's not quite as hot as I want it to be, but I've got my whole setup thing going on in there, so I can bring the temperature up. I'm going to mash at 64 degrees, which is spot on there, so temperature off, and it'll sit there for 40 minutes. So that's down the lower end of the mash scale. So this first part of the mash should convert something to something with some enzymes, and I don't know what really happens in there, but anyway, now I'll check the temperature again, and it's looking alright, so the heat will go back on. There it is. Now I'm going to bring it up to 72 degrees. So I'll just stir it while it does that. And we're just about there. So it's going to sit here at 72 for another 20 minutes. So back into its pajamas and clip that on. Alright. So another 20 minutes goes past. Now the mash is finished. So what I'm going to do now, put the heat back on and do a mash out, which means bringing it up to about 77, 78 degrees, leave it for another 10 minutes, and I won't bother with the cover this time, but yep, another 10 minutes, and now I'm just going to put the heat back on, yank the bag out, and we're all done with that. So yeah, mash out. I'm not sure why it's necessary, because it's supposed to help with sparging and lautering and things. Oh, here I am trying to fish the vegetable steamer out. That didn't go well. But anyway, the wind is picking up, which is a little bit of a worry. Have a look at the weather station. I hope that nothing flies through the air and lands in my stuff to add extra flavour. But anyway, here I go, starting with some, this is Magnum hops for bittering. I've got 25 grams, I think, so in they go. I think I'm bringing it up to 32 IBUs. So while we wait for that, Max has decided to do some gardening, chewing on this. I'm going to have a violet crumble, much more delicious than Max's stick. Max seems to think so. It's people food. Max, no, you can't have this. It's people food. Max still thinks he's people, though. He's sitting on the chair, so that's a funny dog. Yeah. Okay, so 10 minutes to go now. Got some Saaz, and I'm putting in 30 grams, so just a bit more than 1 gram per litre. And in it, oh, and don't forget the well flock today. In it goes, 10 minutes before the end. Except, seems that it's not really boiling all that hard, and there's still 30 seconds to go. I think I'm getting some cutouts in the elements, so I'll just stop that there. And this was going to be 5 minutes after flame out, but the temperature's kind of dropping already, so that's another 30 grams of Saaz going in. Yeah, a little earlier than I wanted, but anyway, hop bag's coming out. There it is. Oh, the wind's blowing over my water container there. And now the whirlpool doesn't really get going because the vegetable steamer in the bottom is stopping it from being nice. You can hear it rattling around. But anyway, who cares? Let's check out the sample. That's a nice straw Pilsner colour. I'll keep that and measure it, see how I went. And now get the get it draining into the cube. There we go. Here comes Max to check it out. And look at all the stuff caught in the bottom. It seems to have kind of trapped it there, but yeah, okay. So this is pretty much as I'm going to get out of it, I think. So I'll just squeeze the air out of the cube and put the lid on. There we go. Yeah, good. Yeah, but remember last week I managed to make a starter out of what was left, so I'm going to give that another go. So let's see how we go here. I'll strain it into my big Pyrex jug there, through the strainer, and let's see what we got. and no good. Oh well, can't win them all, I guess. That was rubbish. Oh, see the stuff caked on there? That's the reason my element was cutting out. So just scrub, 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 scrub. Scrub, 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 clean, good, all good. Best to clean that straight away. Okay, so here we go. This is the wort that's going to cool down overnight and go into the fermenter tomorrow. And this yeast is going to get rehydrated and go in, and everybody's happy. We're all good. Here come the thumbs. I like Pilsner. Max is a good dog. There's his ball. Go get your ball. And everybody do the thing that does the stuff.